Welcome to the Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish.
Happy Thursday, lovelies. Aren't you glad that today is Thursday? I know I am. I always love a good Thursday. It is Thirsty Thursday, and today's episode is recorded. Surprise! Anyway, I usually don't record Thursday's episodes, but today I am. I've got a lot of things on my plate, therefore recording. This week's quote is a really good one. An ounce of action is worth a ton of theory. And this basically is a reminder that we all need to get up off our butts and do something, right? Do something. Ralph Waldo Emerson said that. It is a timeless quote, and I love it. It's, part of our whole quote series. You know that we have tons of quotes, and they're available in our quote deck. These are fantastic tools. We're going to be talking about some of these tools, things that we offer. I'm just going to call them from now on resiliency tools, because these are tools that help you to carry through and carry on and stay persistent and stay consistent. Those are tools that we need in our lives, isn't it? Isn't that the truth? Well, we also have, speaking of tools, we have Getting Off the Crazy, the book, the workbook. You can find those at savingdinner.com/crazy. Wrote this book in an attempt to get us all off of this carousel of crazy. Do you understand? And I know you do, that we've all been, I hate the word victimized, but pretty much it is. The culture of dieting has victimized us and really taken us to task on this is the best way, this is the guru, this is going to work this time. Only to find that maybe we lose and then we gain it back, and all of this nonsense over and over again on repeat. Why the carousel, right? But I also found that there's other carousels of crazy in our lives. We keep doing some of the same stuff, and we keep getting some of those same gross results that we don't want. Well, that is attempted in the Getting Off the Carousel of Crazy book. I'd love you to take a look at it. We have it at savingdinner.com/crazy. That's where we keep the book and the workbook. They come together so you can really learn what to do next. Also, we have our show specials. We always have a supplement of the week. Well, this week we're supplementing your skin with gorgeousness. How about that? And it's our skincare trio. It's the Wise Women's Skincare Trio. Love this stuff. It really works. It's very, it's incredible. I say it's such clean skincare you could eat it. Well, if you buy our skincare trio, we're going to give you the trio, plus we're going to throw in another bottle of our serum. The serum just soaks up into your skin, and it just makes your skin glorious. We all need this, don't we? I know I do. Anyway, you can find this at savingdinner.com/show. That's where we put our supplements, or our values, I should say, of the week. And this skincare, I couldn't be more proud of. Everything in it, everything about it, and you'll read about it, has everything that you need. You might also see the Vibrant C+E pop up as you go to order. I would say make sure you get that too. I just love that stuff. It's just unbelievably good vitamin C serum for your face. What else? We have the Collagen Challenge. That is coming up. We begin on Monday. Have you watched the Collagen webinar? This is going to really blow your mind on how amazing collagen is, what it can do for you, not just the beauty part of you, not just your skin, hair, and nails, which is amazing, but also your joint health and the way that you feel and your leaky gut and all the rest of it. Collagen is an amazing nutrient that 97% of us are missing. Check it out at savingdinner.com/collagen. And also, yes, indeed, I'm going to talk about it. Our TikTok videos are starting to come out a little bit at a time. You'll see them. I just recorded a bunch yesterday. They're going to be released one at a time. You'll find them at tiktok.com/Leanne_Ely. I don't think it's case sensitive. We have it in lower cases. Their October Croc ebook giveaway is happening right now. Anytime you order anything, we're going to automatically send you a bunch of fall recipes in your crock pot. What do you think of that idea? It's a $37 value. You're going to get it absolutely free. This is what we're doing to celebrate Croctober. And I think I hit it all. Also, if you're just interested in Inner Circle, I know I've been getting some messages. It's closed, but we do have a wait list. Find it at savingdinner.com/circle and sign up. That's all you need to do. Let's dig right into what we're talking about, shall we? This whole week, we've been talking about being the contractors of our lives and constructing the house that we really want to live in. That's where the vibrancy resides. And we talked yesterday about the 3 little pigs. I mean, how long ago was that you listened to the story about the 3 little pigs? But there were lessons to be gleaned from that whole situation. We learned, not unsurprisingly, that it was the 3rd pig who was the one that showed resilience, persistence, consistency. He was the one that the 2 little pigs go running to. So he saved pig 1 and pig 2's bacon, literally, didn't he? From the big bad wolf. But have you ever noticed how some people, and maybe that's you, have this tendency to either bounce back just really quickly from a setback, or else they 100% entirely give up on their dreams? Have you noticed that? There are some people that seemingly seem unaffected. It's like, okay, so this put me down, but I'm just going to bounce right back up and get it done anyway. And then there's other people who say, well, that wasn't for me. Oh, woe is me. And I'm going to bore everybody to tears telling you the woe is me's tragic story and why I'm such a victim and why my dreams will never come true and everybody else's will, but they don't have what I do. You know the story. Which one are you? Well, guess what? We get to choose to be resilient if we want to. Resilience doesn't just happen, by the way. Resilience is built. It's like a muscle. It's like one brick on top of the other. Just like that 3rd little pig built his house, he used bricks to create the resilient home that he resided in. It was his building materials. And that for us is our mindset. If we make a decision that we're going to be resilient, even when we don't know how, guess what? The how will show up and the resilience will carry you through. So what do you think? What do you think about that? The thing is, what I see is that some people, and they even face the same adversity, by the way, the same adversity. They've both been thrown back by some kind of circumstance, an illness perhaps, or some kind of a loop that's just thrown them. But one gets up, dusts himself off, and goes straight ahead. And the other one says, that's it, my dreams are done. And the difference, of course, the differentiator between both of them is resilience. So here's what the dictionary says about resilience. It's the capacity and the ability to withstand or recover from difficult conditions. It is toughness. Now, a second definition, which I think is interesting, is also the ability of a substance to spring back into original form and get back into shape. It's elasticity. Well, I think both are absolutely applicable here because we need both of those things. We need to be able to spring back, and we also need to be able to withstand and stand firm regardless of what's going on around us. Easy? No. Possible is yes. Possible is yes. So we can make a definite case, right, for Pig 3's amazing resilience. The thing that I noticed in this when I started to break down what the lessons were, it wasn't just one thing. He had it in heart, mind, body, and soul. That's our theme for the Daily Dish, that we're bringing vibrancy back to your heart, mind, body, and soul. Why is this? It's because our life is all of these things. It's not just one thing. And when we focus on just one thing, we get really disappointed and shot down quickly. But if we can focus on everything and know that everything, and not piling on, not multitasking, but looking at each part of our lives and seeing that it's all connected. There's synergy there. And pig 3 saw that. He saw what he needed to do. And he stayed at it, even though I'm going to bet, this is my thought. Remember pig 1 and pig 2, what were they doing? They were playing, singing, and dancing. Don't you think pig 3 wanted to do that too? These were his brothers. He grew up with these guys. And they're out there having a good old time with their little sloppy houses all built, the straw and the stick houses, while pig 3 is sitting there diligently, day after day, putting those bricks up and creating a really strong house. I know he was sorely tempted. But when it came down to it, and pig 1 and pig 2 lost their house to a big bad wolf, he provided protection, he provided a home, he provided a place for his brothers. This is what happens when we become resilient. We have room in our lives for others. We're not just all wrapped up in our victimhood. We're not just all wrapped up in what's happening to us. There's room for more. Isn't that a cool thing? So every experience that we have in this life, everyone has some kind of an experience where it's rough and tumble and pushing you down and having to get back up. But you know, we could look at our lives and see, is this providing me a valuable experience? Is it? What can I extract from this experience to help me with the next go round? Because there's more than one go round, isn't there? It's just like getting in the boxing ring, right? This is round 1, round 2, round 3. What are you going to learn? What are you going to learn from round 1? Well, if your opponent has a strong left hook, you're going to figure out a way to block that left hook. If your opponent is going to try to get you up against the ropes, you're going to come out and try to keep him in the center. We figure out what needs to be done by the lessons that we have learned. That is resilience. And that is also one of our factors, one of our mainstays here at the Daily Dish. We talk about it a lot, is the experience file. Meaning that any experience that we've had in the past, we extrapolate the lesson and we leave the emoting behind, because the emoting is what we get caught up in. It's like a whirlpool and it just wants to suck us down and take us away. When in fact, what it is that we need is we need the ability to step up and step into, what did this teach me? What can I take from this? Because that's the only thing that's of value there. The rest of it, really, we can. And that's not, again, to say that we dismiss our feelings or dismiss the way we feel or dismiss what happened. It's just merely the idea that we need to step into a different type, a different tenor, a different way of living our lives. And we get to do that. We get to do that when we choose to use the experience file instead of beating ourselves up for what just happened. So how do we keep going then? Do we choose grit or do we choose quit? Do we give up on our dreams or do we put our heels down and grind in and make a decision for resiliency? So here's what I would bet. If pig 3 were here, the little builder of that big brick house with the chimney and the fireplace, and you know what happened to that big bad wolf, what would he offer? What would his advice be? Okay. Maybe they should be female pigs. I have a feeling they were female pigs and they had some wisdom there. And by the way, I happen to love pigs. When I was in college, I did an animal husbandry class and I got pigs. They're smart, they're intelligent, they're funny, and they're amazing creatures. And boy, the bacon is good. Can't deny that. But anyway, I do have a firsthand experience dealing with pigs. And I will tell you this, they're almost like dogs, which is kind of tragic when you consider that we do like to eat them. But I will tell you that pig number three had some wisdom. And I think this is what pig number 3 would offer. Is number 1, you have the strength to pick yourself up. You have the strength to pick yourself up. Remember, use your experience file so you can create a better plan, so you can use different skills and better skills. And, maybe this time create a different outcome. That would be, I think, pig number 3 would say that. Number 2 is blessed are the flexible. Boy, we've talked about that before. Blessed are the flexible, because we talked about this as well yesterday. You always need a plan B to go with your plan A, and maybe even a plan C. because things don't always perfectly go according to plan. But excellency dwells in the place of flexibility. So if you have a plan A and then maybe a plan B and a plan C, I always think of it in terms of food. This is what I have planned. Then I get stuck in traffic. Then this happened. So what can I do that's fast and easy, that doesn't ruin my food plan in the first place? Well, there's something sitting there in the freezer, or you've got a quick thing that you can do, or a quick skillet meal that you can do that's going to work. Plan B, plan C. But you know what? Stuff happens, and flexibility is the shift. It aids in the shift. So number 3 is curiosity. If you are curious and you start thinking about the what ifs in the plan of, say what pig 3 thought, well, what if a big bad wolf comes along? What do I need in order to protect myself from this horrible creature? Well, he built with bricks. That was the decision that he made. And I believe that it helps us to get to the solutions to keep us away from the wolves in our lives. Let's just face it, we all have a wolf breathing down our necks. There are big bad wolves out there. There are people who are going to want to pull the rug out from underneath you and disrupt your plans. Also, I would look at that and say, there's also cravings. There's some, wolves within. We all have to deal with that. How can we best deal with it? Well, I say we get solution-oriented instead of focusing on the problem. Solution-oriented opens the door to curiosity, imagination, and what-ifness. Number 4, it does take a village. I will tell you over and over again, yes, it takes a village. We need each other. This is proven fact that it is in our DNA that we need to have each other. So what does that mean? That means we ask for help, we encourage someone else, and then what happens is that we watch our resilience grow. Our resilience grows simply because we're doing the right things. And then there's number 5. High five yourself, because there's a dopamine hit that comes from that high fiving. Have you figured that part out yet? I will tell you, and I just coached with some clients, they're high fiving themselves, and it's made all the difference in the world, because you do get that dopamine hit. You do get that, yeah, I'm going to keep doing that. And you know what? It makes it easier for the next time, because resilience is built on the back of that. Number 6 is a good one. You're going to love this. Resilience people laugh. Have you noticed that? They've got maybe a little bit more of a sense of humor. They can laugh at themselves even. They can say, well, that didn't work. Ha, 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 ha. Not that they're pleased, but if we can take ourselves maybe a little less seriously, then maybe we can drop some of this stuff and just say, okay, now what? Reset, recalculating. Anybody ever have you remember the old time navigation devices? Listen, oopsies happen, but it diffuses the situation when you can laugh about it, and it helps you to shift and to focus on the solution, and just take it in stride. And understand that it's never going to go simply and easily. It's never a straight line. It's more of a squiggle all over the place trying to figure things out. But let me just say this. A wise woman builds her house with bricks of resilience, with grit, stamina, persistency, and consistency. And I have to ask you a question, that this is the thing that's just been sticking in my craw. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time to start building and stop tearing down, and using quality materials to get us the house that we want? The house of resilience is the house of vibrance. What do you think of that? I hope you check us out on TikTok. We're going to be there. Also, we're going to be on Instagram, all of that. All the links are going to be there in the comments. So make sure that you check us out. And on Monday, we will be doing the Get Strong webinar. I know it's one after the other. You know why we do that? To keep it going, keep that momentum going. So check that out also, savingdinner.com/strong to get signed up. And don't forget, you can get ready for Monday's challenge, which is the collagen challenge. That happens at savingdinner.com/collagen for the webinar and for all the information and the guide. Absolutely free. Peace be with you. Thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.